Hey, this is Prometheus giving you more live gameplay. Once again, guys, going to be using Draft Champions, and on a rare occasion, I get a rubber match against an opponent I just played on the Draft Champions. This guy was the guy I previously played and actually beat him with really good ball control and just getting back into the game. So I knew it was going to be a good game because this guy understood his reads. He had a fairly good balanced offense. One of the things he liked doing right here was using spread offenses and actually going ahead and essentially going ahead and putting guys underneath it. So he would do a mesh concept and basically 3 verticals just to kind of open up one of the passing lanes. So 3rd and 7 situation, he goes back to the well once again. I have a defender down here to go and tackle him. I've got the underneath defender. So that put me in a 4th and 3, and I hard flat my guys. I was throwing them into seam flats, which really is not that great if you need to get to the outside. And right here actually throws to one of my defenders, and we're able to go and knock that ball out. So in the driver's seat right now. So 2nd and 10 situation. He basically has a spy up there. I'm able to go ahead and take off with Justin Fields, but just comes short of a first down. The 3rd and 1, he shoots the gap. So here's one of the things with this guy. He's actually really good at shooting run gaps. 4th and 1 situation. This is really stupid of me. I should have took the points with a field goal. You always have to make your opponent pay, but that was a right read. I just didn't get the animation with my quarterback because that guy beat him, and as a result, I ended up turning the ball over. But it was a 4th down situation, so whether he got it or not. So he actually has a nice little play right here. Once again, going with mesh, basically a 3 verticals type concept. He's just switching up his mesh people, his people that are doing the inside. And right here, he jumps into a reverse. That this guy's pretty smart, but he threw in some gadget plays that didn't make any sense to me. I don't know why he was doing that. So once again, back to the mesh concept with the 3 wide. So I'm just doing hard flats with my outside defenders and basically just trying to take away his reads. And he really didn't have anywhere to go right there. So another defender plops that down. So 4th and 9 situation, he jumps into a different play right here, and as a result, he actually catches me in the seam with this tight bunch formation. And then he takes a shot up top. I get a nice little deflection because of the way I run my defense. And then he jumps in through the hole. I actually dive and get the gap right there. In a 4th and 1 situation, he goes into a tight set. He's able to go and hit the outside route with the tight end. Back to goal line, I actually have very heavy defense for goal line out of this nickel formation, so you can see he didn't get any yards off that. And it's right here, he throws down, checks it down, gets a nice little animation to move the ball forward and pick up a few yards. 3rd and 12 situation, he's looking at the crosshair, take that away, and right here I get an interception because of the match concept with Bell. I'm going to take this all the way down to the 30, and he tackles me right there. Almost went house with that. 51 seconds left. Basically enough time to go ahead and get a touchdown right here and take the ball into the end zone with my running back to go up 7-0. So I'm in a driver's seat. He's only got 40 seconds left, 3 timeouts. I shouldn't have to worry about any kind of a huge play that I got. Just like that guy actually scores a touchdown on me off a huge play. He kind of milks the clock right here. Just to try to burn the clock, and then it falls into the end zone. So smart play, it's just a smart play by him. He's not stupid. The guy knows what he's doing. So I look to the running back flat right here. I don't get a block by my tight end, so I just take it down to the sideline. And right here, I'm actually seeing if I can hit. This is a route that I like to use to just get myself into scoring territory. So 11 seconds left on the clock. Back to the running back route. I'm trying to hit this over the top, but the ball was misplaced off the sideline, and as a result, I don't get any points in the second half. So I believe I was getting the ball at kickoff, so it gives me an opportunity to go up by another touchdown and try to take control of the game. Check it down to the little whip underneath. He was playing over the top coverage, and as a result, I'm able to go ahead and pick up a 1st down. Nice little run in the inside. Actually has some pretty good running, blocking. Actually go ahead and pick up another 5 or 6 yards right there. So I'm just chewing the clock away. And right here was really a great play. I saw the inside seam area. He baited me, came down to the line of scrimmage, and actually just picked off the ball. So it was a good play by him. I got completely baited, and I just think he might have remembered what he did before right here. Now, here's a situation. My guy actually got pulled out of position. I was carrying with that defender, or my defender was carrying with him, and he actually goes ahead and throws right in front of me. Goes back to the run play, but because my run defense of this nickel defense is fairly stout, you can't you can't gash me for a lot of yards because of the way that the defense is set up. So even though he's getting some pretty good holes, I still have guys who are going to fill the gap. So back to the hard flats. Basically a mid read over the middle. I'm going to spread out the offensive line against this read right here. He threw right into double coverage, and he was able to go and get away with that. So that's one of the things that's frustrating about draft champions, is a lot of these guys will get away with that. Nice timely screen that he uses against me. He hasn't shown me a screen the entire time, so this guy's really blending a scheme together, and right here he actually falls forward for a touchdown with a heavy formation. So 14-7, basically in the fourth quarter. My goal right now, and all I'm really thinking about right now, is just to go ahead and get the ball down to the end zone, score a touchdown, and then basically go for two. Don't go to overtime with this guy, because this guy is good enough. He can basically make the right reads and right decisions and actually get get a touchdown against my defense. So I don't want to go to overtime with this guy. Nice little whip off the left, breaks, get the outside whip, try to turn it up, pick up just basically no yards whatsoever. But 3rd and 2 situation, go to a play I haven't really used a lot. Basically hit the outside corner right here, and I'm just chewing the clock down. So down to 51 seconds in this situation, hit the running back route. I could have ran the ball in, but I wanted to chew a little bit more clock against this guy. Down to 22 seconds right here, I actually hit him in the back area of the end zone and going for two for the money. And I'm just looking at my reads. I'm predetermining going to the left wide receiver in the back of the end zone, which would be square, and he does not get the animation. I don't know what he did. He turned his back towards the ball instead of coming back in, and as a result, I can't get the onside kick, and that's it. Basically, he ended up beating me, and it was just a risky move. Not taking those 3 points early in the game cost me the game. So it's one of those things that if you get a turnover early on, take the points, don't walk away from it. That's really, really huge for your success in this. So let's go and jump into another gameplay. So this is game 2 of me still using the same Cleveland, a different team, but I was able to go ahead and snag the Cleveland playbook once again. It's just been a playbook I've been really working on. I got some better players, some faster players. I've got a deeper defensive backfield, so that's what I do like about this new team. So I'm setting up my defenses. He actually catches me in the wrong defense, so I just usually jump into man coverage, just cover 2 man coverage, but now this guy is no huddling me. So I'm in this cycle of no huddles with a defense I wasn't prepared to use. So that's what's frustrating about that. He's just running inside zones. He's just flipping the ball off to the right. I was thinking to myself, maybe I should just run off sides just so I can get my defense set up. And I'm like, let's just play this guy's game a little bit and put some defenders out there just to kind of mess up his reads. Right here, I see the running back. I'm actually trying to come back to that, and I don't get the animation. My guy does not come down and play the ball or the running back. So he goes back to the inside zone. Once again, I'm using a safety, trying to set things up. So 2nd and 6 situation, he goes ahead, does a little outside running or a boot, and then actually hits the running back on the backside. 3rd and 5 situation, he's going to with a bunch situation, has a screenplay set up, which is a really good screenplay, but I had a defender out there, and now I'm finally in my defense. He hits me with like a nice little inside zone. Worked out well for him there. Back into my nickel wide defense that I've been using a lot. He actually hits the flat. So this guy is dinking and dunking the flats left and right. He's forcing me to defend that. He didn't really see how I just did that. I actually didn't get my guys defenders down close enough, so he actually exposes that. So in a wide situation, he actually hits me with a little Ohio concept and basically gets a touchdown with that. So this guy was quick hiking me. It was forcing me to go ahead and make my adjustments as quickly as possible. So that's the one thing about that. Now that was a bad read. I actually had the outside right wide open, and I still threw to that slant just because the zone gets cleared out. And right here, I get tackled by the shoes. I could have had a good play right here. I hit him with the wheel smoke concept. Get a nice little first down. Now I audible into basically an inside zone here. And what I like about audibly into these plays, it just gives you a little bit better blocking. Right here, he gets a block shed. He was blocked, but he block sheds off and actually gets a nice situation. and I tried to hit him over the middle and missed that. So now he gets the ball back in that type of situation. So it was basically a 4th down situation, and he actually got the ball back. I should have settled for 3 points. Just a bad decision to do that, but just because, you know, usually when people play a lot of hurry up offense, I usually, you know, those are the type of people that are going to go for it on 4th down a lot. So it's one of those situations where you can't win games with 3 points. So right here he goes back to the crosser, same defense I was using with the previous guy. I'm basically putting guys out in the flat to go and take those routes away. He goes into a 4th and 4 situation. Now he goes into a bunch formation. I jump into cover 2 and do hard flats to take away the flats and try to, he misses the corner route, and as a result I get a nice little block, shed, and tackle. So once again, 3 points. It would have been good for me if I would have just settled for the points, but I just get a little bit greedy. This is a route that I knew he only had basically 11 seconds left. This is a little money route that I use if I need to get a big chunk of change. And here, I'm going to settle for 3 points. I'm not going to take a shot in the end zone because I'm getting the ball in the second half. So as a result, down 7-3, getting the ball in the second half, it gives me a chance to stay in this game. So right here, I'm using a common play that a lot is a meta play right now, set up for one-play touchdowns. It is open, but I just have a missed thrown. So, but you can see it was open. I'm going to come back to that play a little bit later. So go back to my Cleveland scheme. I hit this guy on a little, concept right there where it's basically outside. And right here, I make the bad read right in here in the situation, throw an interception. I didn't read it correctly. I just assumed that zone would be cleared out, and I just looked at the user over the running back and just said, okay, that's not right. So I go back to the same play again, throw it. Look how this defensive back comes down and plays that route. After that, I realized, like, I can't come to that route again anymore because his defensive back plays it perfectly. So hit the running back over the middle right here and get another 1st down. 1st and 10 situation. Now I look at the running back, and that running back almost baited me. So now I come to basically a 1-play touchdown, scramble to the outside with Newton, and right here I get a laser of a pass to Jackson to get the ball into the end zone and get the touchdown. So all I have to do is get basically a 2-point conversion. He's got a very heavy blitz going on right here. I figured I could hit the running back, but I missed it, so I still need to get a touchdown, not a field goal to tie it up, a touchdown just to keep myself in the game. So he takes a shot up top. I go with the SWAT animation. I probably could have picked that ball off. That was probably not a good thing with the animation selection I did, but personally I just like the ability of the SWAT. So 3rd and 10 situation, going back once again with the same defense. I put his slot receiver in a man assignment. I have a deep zone out there, and I'm just going to go ahead and force him to try to throw the ball over the middle. He looks to the flat. He's got a crossing right there, and he actually takes off this quarterback, and I'm able to go ahead and tackle him into the situation. So 4th and 8, smart thing to do, I would say. No, actually, this is a smart thing. You can't give the ball back to somebody that just needs a touchdown in this type of situation. He throws over the middle. I'm able to go and pop him, and as a result, get the ball back close to the end zone. So now I go with a nice little inside zone, run the ball down to the 1-yard line, and then I end up plugging the ball into the end zone on the 1-yard line with that. So try to go for 2 in this situation. I'm going to try to pop him over the middle, but I don't get the animation. As a result, I'm up by 1 single point. So he's in a really good situation. He can win by a field goal just by milking the clock. So I get a nice block shed sack right there. Those are things that you can't count on. Right here actually throws right over the middle. I don't know where my user is at. I think I was more concerned about the seam or a guy bouncing back. Got myself out of position. Right here I've got a guy out in the flat. Get him into a 4th and 1 situation. He actually hits a little stick route with the tight end. I think it was running stick. As a result, he gets the 1st down. So right here, 1st and 10 situation. Only 3 minutes left on the clock. He takes off his quarterback. I'm going to go and contain it because he was in a situation where he wasn't really making any kind of reads. He was just waiting for routes to break down or taking off this quarterback. 3rd and 23 in this type of situation. He has nowhere to go. Actually misthrows the ball. 4th and 23. So I go with basically a deep cover 4. Just do over the top coverage. And I'm carrying with this guy, but I felt like his guy was going to bounce back. He hits the guy on the sideline. My defender does not make a move, and he gets a completion on the sideline. Now he's in field goal range, and he can milk the clock if he's smart. But he hits the flat once again. I don't have any hard flats out there. He gets another 1st down. takes it down to a 2-minute warning. And right here, I'm going to go with man assignments across the board. I've got seam flats with my outside defenders. He tries running the ball right here. My guys actually close up the gaps. Now I burn a timeout. Now he actually goes to play action, takes off this quarterback, and I get the biggest break of my life, an animation of a fumble with his quarterback, and I pick up the ball. That is just huge, huge Madden. Love, luck. This guy shot the gap perfectly. I was doing a lot of inside zones, and basically he just shot it correctly. Right here is another great play. I threw over his defenders. I get basically a secure catch animation to get the completion, and I'm just milking the clock right now. Back to the inside zone. I motion my guys over, so my blocking time has changed a little bit. I'm able to go ahead and get this down. 2nd and 1 type of situation. Back to another motion. Right here, he shoots the gap. And as a result, he's able to go ahead and get me into a 3rd and 4 situation. And I go back to the slant streak concept to go ahead and pick up the win. So once again, guys, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. I'll be rolling out some more stuff. And I'm going to eventually go ahead and break down how I run my defense. I just want to try to perfect it more before I go and roll it out to you guys. So thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.